Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls. On this episode, we're going to be taking on the final boss of the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, Manus, Father of the Abyss. I'm going to go ahead and put on the silver pendant because it's going to be useful against some of Manus' attacks. Alright, so for the first thing I'm going to do is immediately run left and spam A to summon Sif. Now, if you hit Manus in his Abyss Arm, it does more damage to him. But it's a bit harder. Now, Sif can provide a pretty good distraction. And you really do not want to get hit by his palm. His palm will do the most damage to you. What I've got to do is try to find openings in his attack windows. That attack where he slams his palm down on the ground is a really good opportunity to not only get some damage done, but also back up and heal if you need to. You can see that Manus himself will actually get a bit winded when he does that attack, which gives you some time to get away. You see this attack right here. It's actually a 4 or 5 hit combo, and if you get hit by any attack in the combo, you'll get hit by every other attack after it. So you really want to get away. He has a little telegraph where he like throws his arms up. Oh shit. Where he throws his arms up before he does it. He's also got this attack where he leaps forward, and this other attack where he jumps up and slams down. And now he's going to do his attack. So he has dark attacks. Now I gotta use the pendant in order to sort of knock them off. So my strategy is I just keep the pendant on, and what I'm gonna do is anytime I need to heal is switch off, and switch off and heal and switch back. So whenever you see him swing with his here comes a combo. Whenever you see Manus swing with his staff, he's usually going to bring his hand down afterwards, and he usually does that multiple times. So, really just get away when he does that. Oh no. Okay, not doing so bad here. Bring the heavy down on his palm. Come on, Sif, what are you doing? Shit. Running out of flasks here. Off in the corner. This attack is pretty tough because it goes all around you. So if you're in a wrong position, you might get hit by it even if you pendant it. This is probably the easiest attack to dodge. You might not even need the pendant for it if you're close enough to Manus. If you're pretty close to him, he usually doesn't use his spells. Oh, I'm gonna use this. You can see that, like, you know, Sif is swinging at him, and he's really not doing any damage. I think that's just because of the way they programmed his hitbox. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I might die here. Oh, I'm just barely alive. I gotta get away. I'm so glad I summoned Sif for this. But now I'm out of, Oh, that was a really bad idea. Why did I think to do that? Okay, we've got this in the bag. And down he goes. Soul of Manus. Look, it's dusk. Dusk? Gonna go ahead and light this bonfire and take our deserved rest here. I think I'm gonna level up once, maybe put that into vitality, probably. So now that I'm not fighting Manus, I might actually be able to provide some insight on him. Manus is the one who captured Dusk. He brought her down here after he was tortured. He's a incredible boss fight. He set the precedent for a lot of fast-moving, strong enemies that would appear in the future Souls games. His 4-hit combo, where if you get hit by the second attack in the combo, or any attack after the first, the rest of the combo will land on you, has appeared multiple times throughout Dark Souls 2 and 3. There are a lot of other enemies who do that, where if you get hit by them, then you're going to get hit by them again. The way that he mixes fast and slow attacks makes him pretty difficult to predict sometimes, because he has a fast swipe with his arm and a slow swipe with his arm, but the tells are just subtly different enough that you can actually figure it out. Dust here is... she's basically horrified by her experience, and she's really weakened too. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to warp to... let's warp to the township, because I want to speak to Goff, and I want to also go back down to where we fought Calamite, because I forgot to pick up an item there. Even though Manus is dead now, all of his creations, these corrupted, abyssal, dark abominations that are now the new forms of the denizens of Ulusil, remain here. I'm going to go ahead and run down to Calamite. And I'm going to have to fight these dogs on the way, I bet. I'll just go ahead and tank their head since I'm not really saving the flasks for anything. Manus is a pretty tough fight, and he really rewards patience and punishes aggression. A lot of times you might want to play extremely aggressively against bosses once you know them, and I find that trying to do that against Manus will pretty much get you killed every single time. Manus, being one of the first men, the primeval men, is considered the father of the Abyss because his anger and darkness is what caused the Abyss to come out in the first place. I gotta remember, is it this waterfall or the other waterfall? I think it's this one. Yeah. So back here, there's actually a chest. And if we open it up, there's a Titanite slab. Another thing I noticed down here is that the camera is actually pulled way back. That's probably because when you come down here, you're fighting Calamite, and you need the camera space in order to be able to see where exactly he is and telegraph his attacks better. contrary to where the camera is now, if you go down to where Manus is and you fight him there, you'll notice that the camera isn't nearly as pulled back. We're going to go ahead and climb back up this ladder and go ahead and speak to Goff. The way they design Manus' boss arena, they try to make it a pretty fair fight, other than the fact that you have to deal with Manus. Like, there's nothing in the arena itself that'll trip you up, that will make it more difficult for you to fight Manus. And that's pretty consistent throughout all of these boss arenas in the DLC. You never have to fight anyone or anything in a circumstance that is disadvantageous to you. It's pretty even footing. I'm actually wondering if Chester has anything to say to us.
Oh, you have quite some fight. Well, I'll be seeing you if you survive your travels.
We're actually going to go ahead and let's finish off Chester.
What now? You think it is all my fault? How very, very petty of you. Very petty indeed. You win. Please. Oh, please. Have mercy.
Chester drops his set, the snickering hat, and Chester's clothing. Snickering top hat. Black top hat worn by Marvelous Chester, a man of mystery lost in the past. The wearer of this top hat cracks a dubious permanent grin. The Curse of Chester. The Curse of Chester. And where is it at? Chester's long coat. Black leather long coat worn by Marvelous Chester, man of mystery lost in the past. This exquisitely sewn aristocratic suit allows its wearer to move in silence, lending well to stealth. Let's go ahead and put it on. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't really like the collar, so I'm going to go ahead and put back the... where is it at? The hard leather armor, if I can find it. There it is. And let's go ahead and run back over to Goff and see if he has anything new to say. So, not much is really known about Chester. To me, he really just is the inspiration for, or rather precursor to, the Bloodborne's hunters. And he might even be a homage to it, because I bet at the same time that Artorias of the Abyss, the DLC was being developed, Miyazaki was probably in pre-production for Bloodborne, and Bloodborne was being worked on coinciding Dark Souls 2. So, I think the ideas were there, and Miyazaki really just wanted to put the character in there to make it feel like almost a connected world.
Thou comest again, legend of humans. It is always an honor to speak with thee. Now, do not mistake my words. I cherish my work. Wood carving is a nuanced art. I would have much to talk about with that blacksmith. In truth, how is the old chap, I wonder? Still hammering away, I should hope.
So he doesn't have anything new to say to us.
Proud human, may every honor be bestowed upon thee.
This is the last time we're going to see this great hero. Let's go ahead and do a bow. And with that, I think the only NPC we have left to talk to in Ulasil is Elizabeth. So let's take that elevator back. Actually, we'll just warp there from Ulasil Township's bonfire. Probably be easier that way. I think looking back on this DLC, my favorite boss definitely has to be Artorias. Manus is definitely a great boss fight. But some of his attacks can sort of feel cheapened by his quick attack speed, his unrelentingness, and the fact that without the silver pendant, some of his attacks are pretty hard, if not impossible, to dodge. It is possible to dodge all of his attacks. They definitely made it possible to do without the pendant, but it still feels a bit cheapened by that. He definitely does feel fitting of his power. There's in no question in my mind the fact that they made him very difficult. It's definitely acceptable, but I think some of the execution could have been handled slightly better. But other than that, it's still an amazing boss fight, one of the best boss fights in this game.
I have awaited thee. Thou hast rescued Princess Dusk and rid us of that terrible primeval human, even halting the spread of the abyss. I salute the grandeur of thine enterprise. Please allow me to express my gratitude. I thank thee, as do we all.
So she gives us 3 Elizabeth's mushrooms, which are great healing items.
I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead. No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on, for it shall be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us. Was thine eye glancing hither? Thou needst not hide thy wonder. I am a mushroom, after all.
With that, we are officially done with the DLC. So Elizabeth doesn't want to break chronology, so to speak, and tell everyone of her heroic deeds. So she's going to keep it to herself. And thus, it was not Artorias who halted the spread of the Abyss in Ulusia. It was actually us. The same great hero who would later go on to... Well, you'll see. Anyways, let's go back to Firelink Shrine. We haven't been there in a while. And look who it is. This is actually not Siegmeyer, this is Sieglind because she is carrying a claymore.
Oh, hello again. We're both managing quite well, aren't we? But I haven't found my father yet. Have you seen him? Really? Then I must be off. I'm sorry he's caused you trouble. He has a knack for that. If you just stay put.
Anyways, guys, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Fahad Syed from Pixel Icons. I'm signing off. See you in the next episode.